Hello everyone, I've come to make a special announcement of a workshop. It's been a long time that I met all my favorite teachers, and I'm hoping that I get to meet some new teachers this time because I'm doing a very useful workshop, Comprehension. Comprehension seems to be the lifeline of the English teacher. For some reason, we constantly think of English as synonymous with comprehension. Why is that? That's normally because we have a syllabus, a textbook that has got prose and poetry over and over again. We don't have skills chapters except if you do Empowering English, which is my book. That has a lot of skills because skills make children autonomous. But most of us, all of us, and including Empowering English, has prose and poetry. We need to get children to become autonomous in these skills. What happens is, what do teachers do? So they read, they explain, then they get children to look for meanings in a dictionary, or they tell them the meaning and then they give them dictation and then they give them question answers. Then you get a test and then you get an exam. Most of which is about content. What was the story? Did you understand the story? Do you remember what the man did? Do you remember how it ended? This is the bulk of the questions. And then you might have a couple of hots here and there. When you do comprehension like this, you spend a whole year trying to do about 7-8 lessons and maybe 7-8 poems. And that is where the bulk of the time is lost. This repetitive way of functioning in comprehension. Comprehension must be done in such a way that this waste of effort actually starts paying you back in the form of skills and autonomy in children. What does that mean? That means if I have taught 2 lessons to a child, the child should be able to do all the other lessons himself. A big part, a lion's share of it must be done by the child. The teacher then comes in and gives him what he does not know. You don't have to teach again what you have already taught. That is where comprehension falls, and that is where comprehension becomes a pain. So I'm going to do that with you. I'm going to show you the hidden waste, and I'm going to talk to you about how we can resolve this problem so that the teacher's life is made easy and the children are in a participatory mode in the classroom. So we want our children to become autonomous, to get them to use the textbooks as mentor texts. So the textbook is already a teacher. That prose lesson and that poem is already telling children certain aspects of how to write and how to analyze and what are the skills and what are the ways in which you can write effectively or think effectively or speak effectively. It's already all there. But if you don't use it for that purpose and you start using it for content like geography or history, what did the king do? What is the meaning of this kind of talk? It's a waste because nobody is going to remember that story. Nobody is going to ask any questions on that story. Okay, so that's one. We are also looking at how to get children to be self-sufficient, how to get them to see parallels, how to think critically, how to make life links. All of this must come in. Only then will wisdom happen in those children, because literature is one of the most powerful journeys towards wisdom. And that's what differentiates us from everybody else. The ability to feel and to think and to empathize and to be resilient and to be men and women of character. So my comprehension workshop aims at all this. to start a sustained independent learning journey for children. That's what we want, and that's what comprehension should do. So what are the types of comprehension? I'm going to do a lot of work with you where I put up passages, I put up poems, and I show you how to do it, so that once you do it a couple of times, you don't do it again. See? Then you sit back and enjoy the fruits. You question. You ask them for context to meaning. You do hundreds of things that make the class exciting and completely student-led and student-driven. Therefore, guys, creating assessment, I forgot, creating assessment and banks and materials that you can fall back on for a long time. How to practice, how to create practice where you are not actively involved. All of these are going to give you a huge amount of a break from this constant teaching that you are doing now. Are you successful is the question. You're not. If I give those children an unseen passage that is difficult, if I give those children any poem, any unseen poem, medium difficulty, they are going to fall. We all know that. The passages that are given to them are always in the range of the medium if it's prose. Once they go out of the 12th, those passages become eye-crossing. That is the difficulty level. And if we don't train them now, they are going to sit in some coaching class sweatshop and try to cram in a whole bunch of skills, which is really unfair. After being with us for 15 years, we should not be putting them through that. So guys, join me. Come and join that workshop and get your children to start becoming empowered. When is it? It's going to be held on the 11th of October, online, 2:30 to 5:30. Please register as soon as possible. The how of comprehension is what we are doing. I'm Usha Pandit, Mindsprings English teacher, consultant, author of books, teacher trainer, and I'm going to give you a lot of the wisdom that I have gleaned through the years. One more thing, if you have any doubts about this workshop, please call on the number that is flashing and there will be people to help you. The Mindsprings team is an awesome team and they will give you every kind of aid that you need right through till you get your certificates. So, I shall meet you soon at that workshop. Keep smiling.